Hello everyone, welcome back to Julie Plays Games. I'm Julie and I am playing a game. Today we are picking back up yet again with Fabled Lands. If you are just joining us, Fabled Lands is a super cool choose your own adventure tabletop-esque RPG game. We're having a lot of fun playing as our rogue named Morana, so we're going to go ahead and load up her game and see where we're at. Now, while this is loading, just to kind of recap where we're at, we are on the Isle of Druids. We just gave the priestess at the Temple of Lacuna the wereboar tusk and we gained some scouting. Now I think what we're gonna do is head over to the obsidian stones and try to give this staff that we got in the forest temple to the willow druid chief. Don't really know where to go yet, what that means, but we'll find out. So we have to choose. We can go to Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. I'm kind of curious if this task tells us where we can go. Willow Druid in the Forest of Laren, in the Sacred Grove. I just don't know. I don't know where the Forest of Laren is. So I guess we'll just kind of figure it out. So maybe we won't get there. Who knows? We're gonna go to either Yellowport, Marlock City, or Wishport. No idea where to start. So let's start at Yellowport. So we step through the archway. Immediately, the symbols on the stone begin to glow with red-hot energy. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you. The sky darkens and thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly, your vision fades and everything goes black. When your sight returns... When your sight returns, you find yourself at the gates of a large city set in an ochre-colored river. A vile stink of brimstone permeates the air. You wrinkle your face up in disgust and gag involuntarily. "Welcome to Yellowport," says a passing merchant. Ugh. All right. The stinking river brings rich deposits of sulfur from the lake of the sea dragon down to the town where it's extracted and stored in the large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Harkuna. Unfortunately, all that sulfur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellowish hue. The river is so full of sulfur that it is virtually useless as a source of food or drinking water. However, the demand for sulfur, especially from the sorcerers' guilds, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Sokara, Corin the Seventh, I had to think for a minute, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grieve Marlock and the army now control Sokara. The old council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and a provost marshal, Marlos Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. To leave Yellowport by sea, buy or sell ships and cargo, go to the harbor master. So we are here, we are in this town, we have a couple things we can do. So we can go to the Gold Dust Tavern, we can go to the harbor, we can go to the Trade Guild, the temple, the market, or the house stash. We could buy a house in Yellowport for 200 shards. Don't have that money right now. In the market, we have some options for new items to purchase. Just kind of taking a look at what's available. We do have our different weapons that we can choose from here. None of them are particularly interesting for us right now, especially given our current monetary situation. But the temple seems interesting, so let's go there. So we're standing in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. We can visit the Temple of Maka, Elnir, Alvir, and Valmir, or the Temple of Tyranny, or Tyranny. I don't even know which to start. This just feels like so exciting. So we'll go to the Temple of Maka, the terrible goddess of disease and famine. Timely, is a large underground chamber accessible via an ornate entrance in the middle of the plaza of the gods where all the temples stand in Yellowport. Down below, the walls are bare earth. The ceiling is covered in the roots of growing plants. For Maka is also the goddess of the harvest, who must be kept happy, else disease and famine will strike the people, their crops, and their livestock, bringing ruin to all. Interesting, interesting. So she can cure us of disease or poison, which is kind of cool. That's nice to know. We can become an initiate, renounce her, or seek a blessing. I don't see anything that says, like, talk to anyone. And because we are so low on money, I'm not going to seek a blessing right now. So let's visit the Temple of Elnir. It's an imposing edifice of gray stone inlaid with yellow marbling. Elnir is the god of the sky and of kingship. He is the ruler of the gods. His dreams are the clouds before a storm, says a passing priest. So again, nobody to really talk to. We can seek a blessing, but we're poor. Visit the Temple of Alvir and Valmir. So this is built like an upside down galleon. Alvir and Valmir are brother and sister, king and queen of the land beneath the waves, masters of the sea. Not a fan of brother, sister, king, and queens, but live your life. Their servants and soldiers are the souls of the drowned, and when seas are rough and storm-tossed, sailors say that Alvir and Valmir are arguing again. Okay, here we have a high priest we can talk to. He tells you that the golden net of the twin gods has been stolen. The repulsive ones have taken it to their palace beneath the sea in the sunken city of Ziu Sudra. The repulsive ones worship the fish god Owens. We're gonna just go with Owens, who struggles with Alvir and Valmir for control of the sea. We must have that golden net, or the repulsive ones will use it against us. If you return it to us, we will reward you, says the high priest. The sunken city lies under the coastal waters off the Shader Tor. Yeah, all right. We'll take that mission, and then we'll leave. And maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Let's visit the Temple of Tyranny, the god of war. I mean, come on, tyranny, a little on the nose. Is built in the shape of a spear with a long pillared nave and an altar at the far end. 2 massive stone warriors guard its gates. Tyranny is depicted here as the insensate spirit of war, a blood-drenched warrior with the head of a maddened jaguar. And here you can also make resurrection arrangements. 800 shards to resurrect. No thank you. And so that's all the temples. We can go to the tavern. We can go see the provost marshal. Morana's a rogue. I don't see her, like, marching up to any sort of authority and being like, hey, what's good? So instead we're going to go to the tavern. That seems right for us. The Gold Dust Tavern is a plush inn beside the city gates. It costs you a shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover a stamina point. Oh, I like this. Okay, so for 3 shards, I can buy drinks for the bar and listen for rumors. For 1 shard, I can recover 1 stamina. For 3 shards, I can rest until I'm fully healed. So let's rest up first, okay, and then let's buy drinks for the bar. So you fall into conversation with Pilates, and a kindly old scholar priest of Molhern, the god of knowledge. Many years ago, the Book of the 7 Sages was stolen from us, he croaks. News suggests that the Scorpion men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Bite and return the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve the skill of your choice. Sure. Very well. Meet me here once you've obtained the artifact, and I will reward you. Okay, so we got a couple quests here. We can leave. We can look around. So down here, the Tor sounds like where they stole that net. The tree folly, the trefoil, who knows what that is, and then the riverbank, and then Venefax is another place we can head to. I'm still really curious about forest people and willows, so I'm gonna go to the riverbank here and see what we get. You're following the course of the stinking river, and it certainly does stink, laden with sulfur as it is. Alright. Let's see what happens. I rolled a 5, so I caught a smolder fish. Cool. I'll make a move. So nothing really happened there. There's a tavern up here. That could be interesting. I joined the much-traveled road that connects Trefoil and Karen Baru. The traffic mostly consists of convoys of troops and supplies. Eventually you come to the Weary Pilgrim Tavern, a way station between the cities. The tavern costs you a shard a day, etc., etc. I can also listen for some rumors. Not really feeling that. We have a couple tasks we're going to do, so let's leave there. The Forest of Laron or Laren or whatever. I'm so excited. Oh, we found it. Okay, the forest. Sorry. This is all I've been wanting to do is find this willow druid. Okay. The Forest of Laren is a mighty swath of densely packed trees, a slice of primordial nature in the middle of busy, industrious Sokara. You thread your way through the ranks of trees. In places, the forest canopy almost blocks off the sunlight completely, and you're wandering in deep shadow, haunted by the cries of the creatures of the forest. Seek the Willow Druid. I'm so excited. Oh, this is not looking good though. Okay, so we're on a quest to take the oak staff to the Willow Druid who lives in a sacred grove somewhere in the forest. You wander around looking for unusual tracks, strange creatures, anything that might lead you to the Druid's den. So we have a roll here. We need to make a scouting roll. It's a difficulty of 12 and we're only at a 5, so we have a 41% chance of successfully doing this. Fingers crossed. Oh, we failed. Oh, we failed our scouting roll. We got lost. We wander around for days. You wander around for days until you finally emerge at the Bronze Hills. You're walking through the Bronze Hills virtually. The whole area has been given over to mining. Everywhere quarries and mine shafts abound. It's a horrible expanse of torn up earth. Hardly any areas of green are left. Great heaps of excavated rock leached off their useful minerals mar the landscape. You find a quarry that's open to the public. That is to say, if you pay 50 shards, you can dig for an hour. No, I'm not going to go digging. I'm going to go back into the forest and see if we can't pass this scouting roll again. This will be our last try for today on this scouting roll. Nope, still failed. Still wandering. Still ending up at the mines. What a disappointment. We can go up to the northern road. We can go back to the main road. Where else can we go? We can head south through Karen Baru. It's a medium-sized town that acts as a way station between the Citadel to the north, the rich towns of the south. It's a garrison town. Many supplies, arms, and soldiers move through Karen Baru on the north-south trail. Shops, temples, traders, and the like have sprung up here to serve the needs of the military. There is also a sizable mining community, for the mines of Sakara lie in the Bronze Hills just outside of town, and a slave market where poor unfortunates sold into slavery are brought for work in the mines. Don't love that. The Karen Baru market consists of several covered arcades. Much of its stock is from miners and soldiers, and it is run with a business-like efficiency by the Sokaran military. So we have a temple, a market, a house stash, and an inn. Always a fan of going to temples. We can go visit the Temple of Lacuna, Tyranny. So we've met both of these before. So let's visit the Temple of the Three Fortunes. That one's new. The Temple of the Three Fortunes is a squat square building. A frieze above the door depicts 3 women weaving a tapestry. That's the tapestry of fate, where our destiny is woven, comments a priest. So that's not going to help us. We don't really have anything to do. We could seek a blessing. It's a luck blessing. Don't really want that. Did Lacuna give us a scouting blessing? Ooh. We might want to do this. Okay, so let's pay 25 shards. Let's get this scouting blessing. And then go back to the forest and see if we can pass this scouting roll. Oh no! Okay, the road is nearly blocked. A troop of soldiers forces its way through the throng. The men bang heads indiscriminately to clear people out of the way. So we have to roll to see what happens. Oh, we really gotta hope for a 3 or a 4, I think. Whew, okay, 3 or 4, nothing happens. And let's go back into the forest. Okay, we're gonna make this scouting roll. We have a blessing, which means we can roll a second time if we fail it this time. 8, use a blessing. Oh, okay, fingers crossed. Like, if we're at a 40% chance and we've done it 3 times, you know, I feel like we're due, right? This is it. This is our 4th one. Oh, nope, okay. I know I can't do math, and odds and ratios and whatnot make no sense to me. However, if you ask me, 40% is only 10 less than 50%. And 50% means half the time. So you would think slightly less than half the time I would get it. And I've gotten it 0 of the time. And that doesn't sit right with me. I am not happy with that. Okay, we're back where we started at the mines here. Honestly, I'm so disappointed that we lost that scouting roll again that I believe we might be done for the day. So I think tomorrow we'll pick back up where we are. Maybe I'll go back and try one more time in the forest. Otherwise, we're going to take the main road and see where it leads us. So thanks for coming. I hope all of you have wonderful, beautiful days, my amazing, spectacular friends, and stick around tomorrow to see what happens with Marana.